on me, went from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, Justin Tucker. It's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Darnold on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And it's out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. Got a man. It's Mims. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 12. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd down.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 34 yards. Now the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense.
On first down, it's Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold from the gun, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 11. Powers through again. Sheds another. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Henry Anderson there on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. Stays on his feet. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Still going. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Step, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, New York.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
21-0 our score after one. Second and 6.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
And 6 yards to go.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Great receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the option, Jackson will keep it.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
That's a gain of 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Room here to run. Breaks through the contact. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33.
Faking the give, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pass.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Here's Braden Mann now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Braden Mann.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And now running right through him. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second.
Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like they were popping in. Go pop up for me cause I'm rich and popping in. Yeah, yeah. Little bit, little bit.
180!
Let me throw it. Get I'm on.
Good. 180.